Check it out, boys and girls. I finally scored a arcade 1Up Deluxe Edition Atari cabinet. Sorry, I'm just kind of still amazed by it. It's really, really beautiful. Seeing it in person is a lot cooler than, showing on video. I went to the store, checked it out, I really liked it. I had went and did a little video on that. And of course, I was able to be very fortunate to have family and friends that took care of me. I couldn't really afford this at all. So let's power this on. That way not looking at my reflection here. For those who've never seen the startup screen, it's pretty badass. Alright, so let's talk about the build. A lot of people say it takes about 30-45 minutes to an hour to do. I had a Phillips screwdriver only. I didn't have, those drills that you could use to screw things in, so it took me a while longer to do it. Didn't want to screw it up, so I decided to, take my time with it. Took me a little over 2 hours, but it was just because I was taking my time so I won't mess it up. The riser itself took about 10 minutes. Now, on one side it says Arcade 1Up. I didn't like the way it looked, so I flipped it around there to make it a little more uniformed. What I did was immediately send off for the protector. That's one thing you really need to do when you first get it. Go on the website, and you could do that. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. I have not seen anybody that have any problems with the 12-in-1, but the other ones apparently had issues. So, that's where we're at there. Now, it did have a very, very small scratch. I don't know if you can see it here. Very unnoticeable when it's turned on. Very minor. Everything else was perfect. I mean, there's no dings. Like I said, it went together very, very well. Now, I didn't do any modifications. As you can hear, it does that little noise there. The roller ball is really cool. I went and played with it for a while. Buttons are really, really cool. Let me get out of here, because it started telling me about instructions. Oh, hold on, I'm still learning. Got to hold the first person button down for 5 seconds and it goes back to your main menu. Gravitar, no, Quantum, I believe is one where you have to hold the 2-player button here, hold it down for 5 seconds. But that's only one. It's something apparently in the booklet they explain wrong, or in the system here. But other than that, it's a badass game. You can scroll by using the little roller ball. Major Havoc, Quantum, Gravitar, Tempest, Missile Command is cool, Centipede, Lunar Lander, which I didn't play much in the arcade, but I was messing around with it. It's pretty cool. Crystal Castles, I played a little bit in the arcade back in the day, and it was pretty good. There's Liberator. And back to Asteroids Deluxe. One of the reasons why I wanted this cabinet, because it had Asteroid Deluxe. And of course, it came with all the Asteroid games and all the Centipede games, plus you got 4 extra ones, which include Asteroids Deluxe. Now, about the gameplay itself, let me talk about the rollerball. In the video I did over at the store, I said this looks a little smaller. I forgot, I'm older now. I was a kid, so the ball was bigger because my hand was smaller. So that was kind of funny. But let's go over here. I know Di would appreciate this. So go Miss Centipede here. So you push the A button here, it tells you fire and how to move. Very, very basic. And you hit the 1 player here, and you go to it. And again, add a coin, and 1 player again. Now, the volume is high right now. I'm going to put it on medium. I hear it. It's not as loud. And of course you got off. So, high volume is where I'm keeping it. Because, you know, it's just, you know, because I can't hear these days. I'm getting older. But, it's really cool. Let me get out of here. Trying to not fully play a game here. As I always say, try to show you. So, let me go back here to Tempest. So there's your two. You can move it left and right for the buttons here. And then you use that little spinner here, which I will always use a spinner. Because that's how I played it. And the Super Zapper. Which playing it, back, you know, in the days, I forgot there was that super button I was just used to firing. These came preloaded with scores of different version initials, all the same score. That was kind of cool that, you know, you could build it up. Haven't gotten that close to that score, but I'm gonna go ahead and push player 1. And see, it's playable. I mean, I can move it. The clicking doesn't bother me. I just think that a lot of people just remember the old school arcades that, you know, apparently that, you know, they got used to the weighted spinner. And to me, it works. It does its job. I like it. No qualms whatsoever about that. So let me get out here. I know I was telling a friend of mine about the, you know, the scratches, and they're like, you know, you might want to see if you get a replacement, but it's so minor. I mean, I can't even see it when it's turned on. It's when it's turned off when you can notice it. And it's a very hairline, you know, scratches. But like I said, that's the only thing wrong with this. Let me go ahead. There's Millipede. Gotta get used to adding crits and going there. And you know, it's just like the old school machines. I mean, every game plays just like the way I remember it. The ball is very, very responsive. That's how you're supposed to be playing Centipede, Millipede, and you know, Missile Command, Crystal Castles. All that needs rollerball. I was playing, you know, different versions of these games on the PS2. They had a little disc available, and you know, that was just something that, you know, Joystick doesn't bring justice to these, and there's a reason why I wanted to get this. So recapping here, Arcade 1Up, in my opinion, it's not a actual arcade unit, but it's damn close to getting one without spending the money. It's a beautiful, beautiful machine. Like I said, I'm very, very pleased with it, especially, you know, with the artwork. It is really, really, really cool. So that's my thoughts and opinions. If you guys are going to be building one of these, take your time with it. Don't screw it up, because that's my paranoia kicking, I guess, because I like everything just perfect, and you know, I do take pride in putting things together properly. Don't want to wind up with any extra screws or whatnot. And usually when I put together stuff like barbecue grills and stuff, I wind up with some extra parts. Thank God I put this together. The only extra parts I had was called the extra parts bag. Everything else was cool. So that's my thoughts. It's, you know, it's at the perfect height to play it. You're playing the video games perfect. And, you know, it is just really, really cool. Like I said, Asteroid Deluxe is my game. Or Deluxe Asteroids. There we go. Forgot which was the fire button. I wasn't paying attention. But, you know, that's it for me. Arcade 1Up kicks ass. I'm really, really happy with it. Like I said, it's just something that's a great addition to anybody who's an old school arcade enthusiast like I am. I'm all about the old school arcades and spent many a quarter in there just mastering these, and now no quarters needed, just having fun, and that's badass. All right, guys, that's it for me. Layers.